Okay. Oh, it's live now.
We're here. We're live.
See?
What's up, fellas?
Y'all can shut up now.
Yeah, y'all can be quiet now. We're here. So we
Live.
gathered y'all here today. Why did we gather them here today?
I know. I thought someone was about to get married when you said that. I was like, we gathered here, everybody here today. Ralph and Zach can talk to you about HVAC.
About HVAC. Actually, we're trying to promote the podcast. Everybody's
right.
podcast. The Working Joes, the Cowboys, and actually Brian Orr's.
Yeah. So what's the deal with Brian? Are you going to give some information hints away, or what's going on there?
What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about anything. I don't know.
What are you talking about? What hints? What am I going to give away?
I don't know how much information you want to give out.
On what?
About the next week's broadcast on that end.
Oh, on
I don't know how
Brian?
I don't know if you want to tell or not.
Well, I don't know because I asked him when he was going to air it because I just did Brian's podcast the other day. So that one, he said he was going to maybe do a double deal.
Right.
So if he does a double deal, he said he's got a backlog of podcasts. So
Brian, so that was fun though, right? You got to be on Brian's podcast.
It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. It was a whole different ball game over there. He's more structured. He's more organized.
Yeah.
He's more organized. So
I can see that.
Yeah, he really is. He's I don't know how really to describe. I mean, he's just organized. I mean, and that's just how he is, and it's a good thing.
That's what I say, Brian. He's the league leader. He's the pro, man.
He is the pro. He is the pro. But we're trying to cross promote everybody's podcast.
Yeah, that's right. So that's 3 podcasts because I think that's it. Well, John has a new podcast but hasn't come out yet, where he's interviewing the technicians that are just coming into the field.
The young guys.
Maybe John will come in here eventually and tell us when that's going to occur so we can promote that too. Because I'll put that on the Working Joe's website too. Because I try to put the new podcast up there every time one comes out.
What hub is he talking about? Justin.
Who are we looking
Justin
at?
in the chat.
You guys need to put an ad on the hub.
On the hub?
I don't know what the hub is.
I don't know
what that is.
A lot of HVAC guys hang out there daily.
Well, here we go. HVAC, the hub. We can figure this out. I don't know what that is. It says
Pornhub. Yeah, why don't we do that?
That's funny. That's pretty good. I'm sitting here looking it up on my phone, you ball buster. That's hilarious. That's good.
That one
I didn't see any of y'all there. I was there yesterday.
Yeah. So as y'all know, me and Zach are doing the Working Joes, and I don't know how many of y'all actually downloaded that one.
The downloaded the last one was I think a total over the last couple days it was about 300 or 400 people on that particular podcast.
Wow, and that wasn't, I don't know if it was just zoning that the guys didn't like, or if it was Trey, or couldn't have been Trey. But
I like Trey. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a subject that we were talking about or what it was, but we're trying to get those numbers up so we can get some sponsors.
That's right. We've been talking. We've been searching people out, right?
Yeah. When because right now the numbers are down or low because we're still new. So I've been using, saying, well, between me and Zach, we have over 300,000 views a month, trying to get them like that. And actually, believe it or not, check this out. I told you that I sent CPS a Facebook message, right?
Right.
Well, they sent me one back. They sent me. Yes. Yep.
Let's hear it.
Well, hold on. Let me go over there.
I can tell stories while you're looking for it.
It says, thank you for contacting us. It sounds like a great opportunity to showcase our digital manifold series. We'll bring this to our marketing and product department, our developmental team. We will be in touch soon. So,
well, I wonder if that'll be tomorrow or
I don't know.
3 years from now.
Hey, it may be 3 years from now. but who knows? But that'll be great to have them. You know.
Yeah, people might not have seen those
The
damn
MD,
Testo gauges from the Navy SEALs is what it looks like uses Navy
they're
SEAL
really
version
cool.
of Testo.
Yeah. Yeah, Brent, they do look like a knockoff of Testos, but they look pretty cool. I've always been a fan of the CPS gauges. I've had a couple of analog gauges. I like their hoses.
Yeah, the black
CPS
hoses.
have a smart tool. Poor Joe. Joe, text me. I need to. I've got your.
That's funny.
I promise. Look, everybody here, y'all listen. I promise, Joe. I will go tomorrow and I will send those gauges to you or the smart tool.
Mm-hmm.
I know he has images of smart tools dancing in his head.
Surprised he remembers what they look like.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Well, he's probably got a dartboard in his basement with your face on it.
I know he does. He's
There's
probably
my
getting
smart
good
tool.
at the bullseye.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Smart tool.
Hey,
So,
it's just now getting warm there anyway, so.
That's what he was saying, because I was talking to NorCal, who's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
On the phone a little while ago, we were talking about how cool MI Heating Guy is, and that we were talking about interviewing him at some point when it warms up.
Yeah, because he said he's not interested in talking about air conditioning right now.
Like it, NorCal says CPS gauges come from the same factory in China. They're just rebranded.
Oh,
Testo.
come on. Oh, that hurt.
I said, hey, we don't know yet, man. You could get them and be like, these are the biggest pieces of crap I've ever seen.
And it could be. And if they are, I'll say it.
They look pretty cool, though.
All right, you guys, look. You guys were talking about us bashing the brands like Honeywell or whatever. And so I decided I had a problem with one of my tools. And I'm not going to say who it was from or anything like that. And I sent them a nice little message on Facebook through Messenger. And the social media person responded pretty quickly. And they said, send this information to our customer support. Well, hell, that was just 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and I still haven't got anything back from them. So I sent a message back to the social media person, said, hey, they're not responding back to me. And I even sent them a video and showed them what was wrong with the tool. And so I try to go about it the right way, and I'm still going to wait before I say anything because I don't want it to sound like I'm bashing the company. You know what I mean?
So now nobody knows that they suck. What's the point?
Exactly.
Because I did the same thing. I emailed these same people you're talking about because we talked about it. They never got back to me either.
Yeah, and it's just like, so do you want me to tell? If y'all want me to say, I'll tell you. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't want to post a video on YouTube or anything like that because, you know, I am trying to get better about bashing the brands. But hell, if they won't answer you, there's no other way to get their attention but to post this shit on social media.
That's true. Hey, y'all can guess. That's good because Brent's already guessing. Is it
No,
Testo?
it's not Testo. It's not. No, it's not Hillmore.
I just keep guessing throughout the podcast. This ain't a podcast. This is a live video. Damn, I get stuck in my head just like everybody else.
Yeah. It's a live video.
Let's see. What we got? Tomorrow releasing a podcast with Bob. Oh
yeah, Bob from Inficon.
That's right. So if you guys are curious about Inficon, we're releasing part 1 tomorrow and part 2 on Tuesday morning. See what's up at Inficon. It's not Sporlin.
No, it's not Sporlin.
Or Sporin.
Yeah.
Was that the Medea saying of it? One is a Sporin. Hallelujah.
Joe, I got it, Joe. He wants it that way. It's fresh on my text.
Oh, he texted you. That's funny.
No, it wasn't there. So about it. All right, so here it is. It was Malco actually. Sorry, bastards.
Malco, not NorCal. Malco.
Malco.
I gotcha.
Brent, he just keeps on naming companies. Eventually, he'll get it right.
He'll get there eventually. He wasn't thinking about metalworking tools and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, what it was I have a set of tubing cutters from them, and I never use them. I've only used them like 10. Yeah, Junko. I've only used them like 10 times because I usually use rigid. Um, no, it wasn't a. No, the magnet didn't fall out. Oh, yours did, Brent? Well, yeah, Trojan. No, it's actually the tubing cutters. The front wheel just broke off, but the pin is still in there. It's all still riveted and everything. The wheel itself just broke off.
That sucks.
Joe, I got it. I got it.
He sent it to me too.
Oh, did he? Oh, he carbon copied.
I don't have this. I don't have the tool, Joe. I send all my stuff out on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So I can't believe the
Let's get
magnet
out.
fell off of the chuck.
With the new one?
That's what Brent said, and somebody else said. Oh, Jim said, yeah, his fell out too.
The little flippy thing?
Yeah.
Man.
No, it was soft copper, Dave. And I don't know, because I just pulled it out of my bag and I started using it, and I was like, why is it making marks like that? And well, no, I can't. It's not. It's the front wheel. It's not the cutter. It's the front wheel, and I can't replace the wheel on it because it's all riveted in. Oh, you're welcome, man.
What the world? Who's that? Did we interview somebody I don't even remember?
No, it was the guy that was going to college or tech school.
Oh, well, that's cool. He's here. That's neat.
Yeah, he's here. They're about a year old, Brent, but really that doesn't really, yeah, younger than me, but really that doesn't really matter how old they are because I've only used them like 10 times. So,
man, that sucks.
And like I said, the front wheel just completely gone. I mean, I looked at it, I was like, what's wrong with these things? Because it took me a second because I saw the little pin. I was like, well, why, what's wrong with these things? And then the wheel is gone. The little roller. What the?
Sad.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
It is. It's pathetic.
Yeah. You should just get Imperial tube cutters.
Well, okay. So I got them from, believe it or not, I got them from the Goodman store. I only bought them for $5. And they're big ones. They go up to, what's that? I think they go up to 1.125 inches.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
RIP tubes. You should go and see what Harbor Freight has.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just as good. But, so I tried to do the right thing and go through the right channels to, without blasting them on Facebook or any other, social media thing. But look how they respond to us. They don't.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they just don't care.
I don't know.
Maybe they'll call you tomorrow. Now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe they won't see this, so.
Yeah, they probably won't. We're not famous enough.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Well, I don't know because this will be on my YouTube channel.
Man, no, that's true. I mean, a lot of guys hear about this stuff. You got a lot of stuff off of YouTube that happens, for manufacturers too, right?
Yeah.
How'd you meet Sporlin? How'd that happen to begin with?
All right, so here's what happened. When Google Plus was the good part, the good site. Before they made all the changes, when all of us hung out over there.
Right.
Heavy Diesel posted the video from Sporlin of the Smart Tool. I was like, oh hell, I gotta have that thing. And then so so I got with Ed's, yeah, Brent.
Brent's funny.
So I went to Ed's and asked him who their Sporlin rep was. And I just happened to be talking to the head guys, the general manager of Ed's, and their Sportland guy is different from our Sportland guy because theirs is out of Tennessee because they're from Chattanooga.
Right.
And, of course, I'm in the Atlanta market. Well, they gave me the Tennessee rep's number and name. So I started calling him, and he's new. Well, he was newer, and real hungry to do things right or whatever. So we started talking, and hell, I talked to him this morning. So,
Wow.
Yeah, because James from Rector Seal wanted me to use my contact to get him in with Sportland.
Oh, wait a second. Hey, guys, out there in the chat, we're going to be talking to James from Rectorsill about Ralph's favorite beverage, Stop Leak. So what would you want us to ask him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Come on. I know you guys, have strong feelings. So, spew them out on the chat there so we can get some good questions for him.
So what James is trying to do, the reason he wants to go through Sportland, is because he wants them to test their stop leak in their valves so he can get another OEM approval that says, hey, it's not
well, they haven't heard about that yet because the podcast hasn't happened.
What are you talking about?
Right. The OEM approval that they have now.
Oh, yeah.
So you can say that now, or you can wait till the podcast.
We'll just wait till the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah,
smarty pants. We need some real questions. Come on, Steve. Steve Lav is here. What would you ask a guy that says that Stop Leak is good? Someone's got to have a question. We got a bunch of comedians.
I know. They're all being funny.
Yeah.
It's all good.
The technicians group. Everybody's trying to be funnier than the previous guy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. You guys.
Actually, Mike, they do have a couple of OEM approvals. They have one from Bristol that did a lot of testing with it, and then they have one from Field Piece actually.
Yeah.
So that doesn't stop up the S-Mans.
Yeah, you can pour that in your S-Mans. Won't turd them up, will it?
Nope.
Evidently.
No. Oh, and there's another company out there. I'll never buy another product from New Calgon again.
So why is that?
Well, because remember, we went looking on their website that one night, and we came up with that where they said it had OEM approval.
Yeah.
Remember that in that brochure? I called them the next day.
Right. Yeah, okay. What'd you find out?
I called them the next day. You know what the tech support guy said? We don't have any OEM approval. And I said, well, your website says you do. He's like, no, we don't. We don't have any OEM approval. I said, well, your website says you do. Oh, no. The only one that has OEM approval is Rector Seal.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Wow.
But their website says no, they do have it.
That's nuts, man. So he's even saying, hey, maybe you should go buy a Rector Seal.
Yeah.
What's Leak Freeze, right? That's the Rector Seal one's called Leak Freeze.
No, it's the Rector Seal is called Direct Inject.
Oh, so what's the Leak Freeze? I thought that was the one you drank.
That's the No, the New Calgon is the Direct Inject.
I got you. Well, that's Easy Seal, right? Isn't that New Calgon? Easy Seal and Easy Dry or whatever.
Yeah.
Dry up the system for you.
Yeah. But yeah, Brent, they said they were not there. They had no OEM approval. So, but that's what the tech support guy says. But on their website, they say they do.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yep.
That's bad. I'm gonna write that down. That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad. So I can remember. I got it right below the nest too. Why did I write down the nest? I think we're supposed to talk about the nest one day for some reason.
We're trying to get the nest people in here too.
Oh, that's right. To set our trap to capture them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna set the nest trap. Because I see, like you're saying, guys are out there saying the nest is fine. I never have a problem with the nest. And then other guys are like the nest, like you said, from the devil. And a lot of guys say that.
Yeah.
So who's right here, guys? Is the nest the devil, or not? Nest and
Back to
Eco
back.
Vent. Hey, Brent makes a good point. Brent was telling us today about these little vents in the floor that open and close like do-it-yourself zoning.
Right.
So I'm going to try to pursue that a little bit because I've already asked those people to send a representative to the podcast because that's just looks insane. So we're going to see.
Yeah, I don't see how that possibly works. One vent at a time.
Yeah, it seems bad. It says eventually you're going to freeze up or have like a static of like 1.7 or some shit like that.
Yeah, because they sell that stuff online, right?
Yeah, they must. I think it's marketed for people to buy online.
Yeah. Obama phone. Nest equals Obama phone.
We got a lot of people saying that Nest. Well, someone says best blows, but I think he meant the Nest blows.
Yeah.
And Jim Luke says fuck Nest. Steve says Nest is junk. I only put 2 up. I mean, they were fine, but you know.
Does a nice thermostat save money to the customer?
Not really. I mean,
I wouldn't think so.
You know, I don't think it saves any money. I mean, if it's the kind for kind, if it's like just a touch screen instead of a non-touch screen, it doesn't really save any money. Depends on what options it is. Many color size options. Oh yeah, who gives a shit about that? I mean,
Nest does so much more though. Well, to me, I'd never use those thermostats like you're supposed to use them anyway, because I want to keep my house at constant temperature all the time, the same temperature. Right. So, I mean, but there's guys that actually look at that kind of stuff, you know, the energy usage and that kind of stuff. So, oh yeah, Ecobee, we're gonna get them on the podcast. They've already agreed to come on, but it's going to be in August, they said. So, I don't know.
Gotta write Steve back. He said he's going to send me Stop Leak and he'll be a sponsor. I can just say it, actually. I'm on the thing. I don't think you need a sponsor, Steve. You're 20,000 subs ahead.
Yeah.
I think you're squared away.
Some eggs.
Yeah, I'll take some eggs. I'd like to have some eggs, and I'm sure you have like 50 a day. So unless you're feeding a football team, I'll take a few eggs.
But the one thing the Nest did do for the contractors though is they introduced the Wi-Fi stats to the homeowners through their marketing. So that was the one thing, because most air conditioning guys aren't going to walk into somebody's house and say, "Hey, I got this great thermostat." You know, guys like me, I don't. And do you, Zach?
No. When you were talking about all the people fiddling with their, like, how much energy they use, I figured you were going to transition into the Ecobee.
No, I'm just saying. That's what the Nest really did good for the industry. Was show people that, hey, you know, here's a great thermostat and it does all this, and the people that like to watch their energy usage, of course, you know, they love that thing.
They're kind of paranoid people about everything now.
Yeah,
you know, it's like back in the day, it seemed like you got these old folks. You go to their house, they have like a mercury stat and like a 1996 Goodman split system or something like that. And they'll be like, "How much is your energy usage every month?" And they'll be like, "It's $84."
Yeah.
So why do I have a programmable stat on my house and like this 19, like a 2014, 14 series heat pump, but mine's 190.
Well, the new Ecobee 4, which is out now, works with Alexis too. So it has a microphone on
it. Those are funny commercials. Alexa, buy Tina some flowers. That's funny. So a whole lot of White Rogers. I put in a couple Sensi thermostats.
Yeah.
One of my customers said he didn't want it no more. They don't like the way it looks. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
They probably, that's I don't know, some of these thermostat manufacturers do actually, the Nest thermostat is a nice looking thermostat. Looks like a hockey puck, but still, a round little thing on the wall, and Ecobee the same way.
Why is it like that? Are they trying to trick the elderly people who had like the old round Honeywell stats? Say like this is just like yours. It's round.
Right.
Like
Well, that's where they got the idea from. Honeywell actually tried to sue them for, you know, stealing the design.
yeah. Well, I see like Steve's in the chat over here. I see he still uses the Honeywell, or he did. I don't know if he does anymore. The
Yeah.
digital round stat
Yep.
that Honeywell made.
Yep.
Because it looks like the other people's stat,
Yeah.
But the Nest, it's like once you walk up to it and try to use it. I mean, obviously there's a big difference between the old school and the new school. But I got
Oh,
an Ecobee on my house, the SI. I mean, but I don't do any of that shit online. Like look at my energy reports. I just
yeah.
use it like a regular stat.
I don't do that. Hell, my energy
It's,
reports come from Georgia Power. They send me email every day.
I don't even pay attention to it half the time. I'm not very, I can't go to a customer's house and say, this is going to be this. You can look at all these because I don't do any of that shit. I just say, this is thermostat lasts a long time, or this thermostat seems to not last a long time. That's all I'll
Well,
say.
they're nice for like vacation houses and stuff like that. I mean, I have my thermostat on my phone, but I never change the setting. I just have it there so I can show the people, like customers, when I'm talking about doing an inverter at their house.
Yeah.
So I can show them my thermostat.
Yeah. But then you put in an inverter and you got to use the observer.
Well, yeah, yeah. But that's what
What do
I'm
you think of
saying.
that?
Huh?
Observer.
Well, that's what I told the guy at Ecobee that, they're going to send a thermostat to us before they come on to the podcast. And I said, well, I don't really need one. They just want us to be familiar with
Yeah,
it.
because you have to use that one.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it says, does Rector Seal really work? I put it in a unit, so I'll know.
Man, too bad we can't like the guy will show up like 3 months from now when you really know whether or not it works.
Well, I did put some stop leak in the system last year, and I do have that video where I put it in there. It was from a different company. They sent me some, and I'm gonna go back there. It was an old system, so I'm gonna go back there and see if it's low, and see if it really worked.
Well, I'll be kind of curious about that. And
Yeah.
Honeywell 5000 is good, but I don't think they're making it anymore, are they?
No, it's done.
Well, it
It's
was a good
done.
one. I used a lot of them for like 10 years, probably.
I always used either the 4,000 or I never did the 5,000. I did the 4 and the 3.
You kept it low end, and now look at your high end. Now you've gone and graduated from low end to high end. I'm proud of you. And here I stayed
Would
the
I
same.
put it in my unit? Well, first off, if I put it in my unit, well, my unit's going to be under warranty for the next 10 years, so no. But if I had a regular system, that wasn't under warranty, I would do it.
Wow.
Now that was that was the Clip Light brand that unit had stop leak in, the one where it killed the compressor. I didn't have anything. I'm not putting it in the inverter. I'm just not. I don't have a need to, because it's under warranty. So
Yeah, why would you? Because they'll pay for all your parts.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah, but everybody wants me to put it in there, but I'm not going to. I mean, there's no reason to.
There's no proof to be made there unless you're just proving it doesn't foul things up.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Use some old beater. That's what they're good for.
Yeah, because I'm not talking about putting stuff in something that's still under warranty. I'm talking about putting in something that's, we're trying to save them from having to buy a new unit, and if it works. But always remember, I'm not going to put it in something that's over a pound low. I'm not going to do it but there's guys out there that will.
Yeah. Put it in everything, probably.
They'll put it in like something that's 3 pounds low. They'll still put it in, and the manufacturers tell you it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm reading some of the comments over there.
Where the
Bosch. The Bosch is
the other cowgirl smelling the cows.
I don't know about that one. I was reading the Bosch
Broke,
comment.
broke back HVAC. Hey, look, I'm glad I'm not part of that over there.
What's wrong with the Cowboys HVAC?
The broke back HVAC.
Oh, I don't know what that's
Read
about.
Dave's comment. You know what that is.
I know what the movie is. We are not affiliated.
We're not affiliated.
No, I always get a kick out of the Bosch comment. So is the Bosch stuff Mitsubishi or not?
I don't know.
I ripped it open. I don't know if does the Mitsubishi compressor say Mitsubishi on it?
I think so.
Well, I had to look. That's funny. I'm reading everything. Smelling crawfish. Crawfish say. Next
Where is
podcast
Johnny
Monday.
Boy anyway?
I don't know. He asked me what we were doing. I said we're talking about zoning, which we haven't talked shit about.
Well, it just so everybody's here familiar with the podcast because that's really why we're doing this tonight.
Hype it up. Hype it up.
So if you're not familiar with the podcast, it's the Working Joes. Tell them, Zach.
It's the Working Joe's podcast. You can hear it every Tuesday and Friday. And the link's on Facebook all the time. I can't put a link in the chat because it won't let me. But it's on Facebook all the time. I share them pretty much every time one comes out, or on workingjoesroundtable.com. You can see it too.
Yeah, or you can go to your iPhone iTunes app or the podcast app and search Working Joe's there.
Yeah,
or on
that's right.
Android with the Stitcher app, and what's the other one?
Podcast Addict.
Podcast Addict.
Right. That's the one I use. I guess because I just found it first.
So today tomorrow is going to be what, Bob from
Tomorrow's going to be Bob part 1, and you get to hear me bleep out Ralph's uncontrollable cursing.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have to, hey, look, you have to go download the podcast tomorrow and listen to the story I have to tell.
It's funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's a story of sadness. Really.
It is. It really is. It really is.
Pathetic.
It really is pathetic. But that's all right.
Yeah.
Actually, the 5th of July, I have a sit-down interview with Carrier.
Oh, are they asking about it over there?
Yeah.
Yep, Ralph cussed, man. He let it fly.
One time, I dropped the F-bomb. And when you hear the story, you'll understand why.
Let me tell y'all something. The other podcast, we do curse from time to time, and Ralph, he chastised me for it. Here he is. Whenever he gets emotionally charged, he lets one fly, and not darn or heck, he shoots the F word out.
Well, yeah, but you're bleeping it out, so it really ain't gonna matter. But once you hear the story, you'll understand why.
That's right. I would bleep out the Cowboys ones, but who wants to listen to a bunch of bleeps? It's like a show full of bleeps.
Now,
who wants that?
Zach, do you still have your paid YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? So it's, because Kyle says it bugs me that I can't subscribe to your paid YouTube channel.
Well, it's still there.
I'm 32. Is it too late to get into HVAC? No. When I went to tech school 20-something years ago, we had a guy in his 50s in there.
It's too late to be a Jedi.
No, you can always be a Jedi.
No, too old he is. No, 32, man. But there's guys that are like 50, 55 out there saying they're going back to school.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of comments flying through here.
I know. At 32, I did get directly into service.
Yeah, they're still charging me money, Zach. Hey, man, you signed up.
Yeah, now, do you still put videos up there?
I haven't put a video out probably in 2 or 3 weeks.
Really? I don't know.
Yep. Stay subscribed.
Stay subscribed.
Stay subscribed. I was thinking about making another video about superheat and stuff like that. I don't know what to do just yet. Because I was making some like classroom style stuff.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. These things always die down because everybody's staring at the chat while we're doing this.
Yeah.
We need a third guy that just talks.
I know, because I'm reading the chat too, which doesn't ever get videos on it.
There was a video the other day.
Hey, I like the video you put on Facebook today.
Which one was that?
The EWC zoning thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I found the stinker zone system, so I put it up there. It wasn't really a long video. I put it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would say, Ed, get to 550s.
Yeah, you could get to 550. There's something you could buy.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple analog gauges.
I've got nothing against the 550. See, Steve Lab does a video every day.
Every day what?
Huh?
He does the video every day what?
He does a video every day. The magic.
No, he said Steve Lab does videos every day, bitch.
Hey, yeah. Let's see. Travis wants to know if I used a leak freeze with Magic Frost. Actually, I did. I think was it that one?
Magic Frost is the one you drank?
No, I didn't drink the Magic Frost because that Magic Frost is just like the AC Renew. 23 grand for 16 months evening course. Let me tell you something. Don't do it. Before you do that, just go to work for a heating and air company.
You might as well.
Go to work for a heating and air company, because I know everybody in the chat that does service work will tell you they learn more in the field than they did ever in school. I know I did. I didn't retain it. I didn't retain a lot of stuff in school. Yep, it will make you magic dead. Brent's right.
Magic 10.
Yep.
I don't know what I did with the video title, Joe. I don't know what that means.
So, I mean, most people agree with me. You'll learn more. I would not pay a school $23,000. I just wouldn't do it.
Well, it'd be easy because I don't have that money. The decision's been made.
School is a good start. It gives you the basics, but if you work for a good guy, he's going to teach you a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't never go to school. Might have been a good idea. I just never did.
Yeah, see? Or you can just go to YouTube University.
YouTube University. There's a lot of argument about how good that is.
Well, yeah, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
You get free training in a union. YouTube is better.
Yeah, a lot of free training. That's good. Yeah, YouTube. You could watch. There's a lot of good videos on YouTube.
There is. Get hands-on experience first. Read the books. Yeah. I mean, you could get the modern refrigeration book and read that book and know that book, and then you see what Nate said.
Hey Ralph, is YouTube University, is it liberal or conservative? I don't know. It varies throughout the university.
Yeah, but on my end of it is definitely not the liberal kind. There's no safe space around.
Yeah. Well, I'm a pretty conservative guy, but that doesn't really come up too often in the YouTube videos because it's about HVAC.
Oh, yeah. But and that's the reason I like these podcasts, especially like Brian's. I mean, he really does go in some technical stuff, the way he does his stuff. But like on ours, we're getting all the manufacturers to come in and talk about their different products, and we're gonna get Bergman back on too.
Oh yeah,
and let him go in more in depth.
Yeah, we talk about Bergman and his no gauges method
Yep.
and how long that takes to do. That's one of the things I wonder. How long are you taking to, do what you could have done with your gauges? I know why he's doing it, but I'm just saying it takes a while to get all your information. But he would probably say you need that information anyway.
Well, you do actually.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. But you're not always getting all that information, are you?
No.
Getting your temperatures everywhere, your air temperatures. Sometimes you're just fixing them and going.
Yeah, well, that's true. But did he mention you about using your little? He did.
What about the little stubby gauges?
Yeah,
I think he did mention it.
yeah, he did.
Little
So
stubby, just because you don't lose a lot of refrigerant when you're using those.
yeah,
Things about them in the food. They're portable, easy to move around. I like those gauges.
yeah. I mean, I don't have a set of them.
I don't either.
You don't either?
Not right now.
So what are you doing? Are you using Jim's method now?
I'm using that fucking yellow stop sign. Those S-Mans.
Oh, the Tonka truck.
Yeah. Well, I'm using them for probably a couple more days. I'm going to just get another set of just analog ones because I can't stand using manifolds. I just don't like it.
Oh, really?
It's like a waste to me. All the stupid hoses full of refrigerant that doesn't need to be. I just need to screw those little things on. I got a high side. I just don't have a low side. For some reason, whenever I got the Sporlan, the tool from Sporlan to test it out, and I shipped it off to John, but I took off one of my little yellow jacket fittings,
right?
Put it on that because the one that came with it I didn't like. Unfortunately, I took it off one of my low side fittings. Now I don't have any, so I got to go get one.
Well, they're cheap enough.
Yeah, it's like $10, so no big deal. I can swing that one.
Yeah, they're not.
Johnstone sells them already put together, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I can just go in there and get the whole thing if I want to, or just get the yellow jacket piece. I think United has that stuff too. United's good for shit like that.
Yeah. Well, Johnstone has them too.
Yeah. Johnstone's probably the big dog.
Yeah. I think I bought it. Now, do you have a little T you use for putting a refrigerant in?
Yeah, I'd use the core removers in like a little 8-inch hose.
Oh, yeah.
So, pretty easy. That's right. I'm a beer can cold bitch. For today. Actually, I was using my that fluke meter I got the other day and using the little K-type thing that comes with it. And just using the little, the one you put in the return grill, just a little thermistor that hangs out there.
Yeah.
I just clamped it to the pipe to get the temperature. It was really old school shit going on at the job the other day.
Hey, I used to electric tape the thermocouple to the.
Hey, that's good. That's good. That's the same deal.
Yeah. I was on one yesterday. I changed the Goodman out, and I knew I checked the Freon there because there was tape on the line.
You can see the tape. That's pretty.
Yeah, because I just pulled the thermocouple out after I taped it up. Pull the thermocouple out. Hey, that's how we did it.
Steve, stop selling all your tools. Okay. I think I'm about done now because there's none left. So, okay. Except for the bender.
If you're not, well, damn, Dave. If you're not using the iConnect, you're not a tech.
Oh, no, Dave don't believe that because I just talked to him on the phone.
I know. He got rid of his.
I know that's crap. Literally, I was sitting there talking to him, and it was like 10 after 10 o'clock. I was like, damn, Dave, I got to go. We're supposed to start in like a few minutes.
Yeah, I know. I sent you a damn text. Hey, dude, I tried calling you.
I know. I was talking to him when you called me.
I know. iConnects are for hippies.
Hey, the iConnect is super. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, my iConnect is collecting dust too.
I think Phil's got my iConnect. He's in California with it.
Yeah. If I really needed it, I'd use it, but I don't need it. So, Bucko, on the 5th of July, I have my sit-down interview with 5 big wigs up at Carrier.
Must be pretty cool. How many?
5. I'm supposed to
You
take
got to sit in
5.
front of 5 people. Wow, on
Yeah,
trial, man.
I know.
Ralph, tell us what superheat is. Ralph, freeze up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many superheats it takes to make a subcool. Better brush up on your Spanish.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Dios mío.
Tell your boss to call me.
Ralph, where do they? No es aquí.
Mm-hmm. Trabajo. That's all I know.
Trabajo. I think that's work. I work.
That is
or something
work.
like that.
It's work.
Trabajo. I don't know. I took Spanish for 2 years. I can't speak a damn word of it. The Spanish teacher at my school said I was a bad influence. That's what she called me. She said, Zach, don't sit near Zach. He's a bad influence.
Oh man, my oldest son, he had to take Spanish. You know, it was either Spanish or French, and so he took Spanish, and he kept failing it. I'm like, dude,
I can't blame him. It was
how
boring.
many times you gonna take the class and you get just keep failing it? So he only passed it one time, and it's because he had a really good looking teacher.
My teacher was ugly.
Well, yeah, she was really good looking, so he passed it then. I don't know, what the correlation was there, but
I don't know how that would make it worse.
I guess he wanted to impress her.
That's funny. Well, I hated it. I hated Spanish. I never should have took it to begin with.
Actually, yeah, I mean it does work for me, but actually I use my 550s the most.
What's that? We're reading over here. Let me read some more.
Yeah. If you get to carrier job.
When Zach walks up on a unit, he sees it like the old Terminator movie, how Arnold Schwarzenegger would see it. Real-time superheat and subcool. I do see it like that. I see superheat. That's what little kid says. I see superheat all the time. Let's see. The airflow, la la la, real amps, blah 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 blah. How much of that shit do y'all really need on each call? Probably not a whole lot. Keeping it real. Keep it real.
Let's see. Do you mix brands? A neighbor has a Payne furnace, a Carrier VAP, and a Goodman condenser. Yup. Pretty standard.
Ralph had the most rigged up shit I ever seen. Tell about your old system at your house.
Oh, my old system. I had a 15 SEER Linux. I had a Train evaporator. That's because Train was the only one at the time that had aluminum coil. Goodman they hadn't come out with their aluminum coils yet. So I bought a Train because it was aluminum. And then I had an old Amana 96% two-stage furnace. I had EWC dampers and a Honeywell zone panel and an April Air 5000. So
Man,
I had a mixture of everything.
good God. That's every single brand.
Just about. Well, the reason I had the Linux was because they had it. They were doing inventory over at Parts Plus, and for whatever reason, they weren't selling that line anymore. So I bought a 3-ton 15 SEER condenser for $200.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I mean,
wow.
Nobody would blame me for buying it.
Hell
and
no.
then my furnace was a demo from the company I worked for. They had it in their showroom, and of course that line changed, so they couldn't use it no more. So it was out in the warehouse. And then the coil, I bought it to match the condenser.
Wow.
So it was mismatched, but it was fine.
What a bunch of rigged up crap. Your thing breaks down, you can bitch about 12 brands at once.
Exactly.
Man, my Linux Train Amana, it's always broken. TXV went bad though, didn't it, right?
Yeah, the TXV did go bad on the Train.
I blame Copeland.
But yeah. No, it was 9 years old, I think. It was 8 or 9 years old, so.
Did it have a Copeland in it?
I think it does.
Fucking Copeland.
I had to go look. I mean, I have it. I'm not gonna scrap that unit because it's still good.
Probably rust reverberator in there.
Okay. I'll put some Subco 88 in it.
Hey, I've never tried the Robinair vacuum gauge. Whoever asked me that a second ago. Never tried it. It's not available around here.
Well, I don't know. Rod Day, he asked what SEER rating I was getting. I don't know. I mean, because all my stuff was high efficiency, because I had a variable speed motor.
Wait a second. You never checked with your iConnect what SEER you're getting?
You couldn't check that anyway.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you gotta do it every day all summer, then average it out. SEER.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you surprised me. What a bunch of lazy bastards y'all are.
I know. Well, as soon as I hooked the zoning up, the SEER thing kind of went out the window.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's very confusing. Here's a good question. Have you ever checked SEER using the iConnect before?
Well, I can tell you can't really check SEER.
Well, okay, sorry. EER.
Actually, no, I didn't.
I don't know if I ever did either. I might have done it once or twice just for kicks, but never in like a real service call situation.
So Mark wants to know, is Hillmore stuff worth it? The bender, the swedger, and the flaring tool is worth it.
Yep. Hillmore is like the Grand Canyon. The bender and the swager and the flare, orbital flare here, but all the other stuff is like right down the canyon.
I know guys are saying that the vacuum pump is good, but I'd rather just stick with the JB or the Robinair.
Yeah, I never got this whole vacuum pump thing. I mean, I got the Hillmore vacuum pump. It's fine. It pulls a vacuum. But, man, don't all vacuum pumps pretty much pull a vacuum about the same way?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing special about it or wonderful or different. I mean, it's nice, but it's new,
Yeah.
I don't know. People are kind of funny about stuff. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I mean, it looks just like the old shit. You know what I'm saying? Does the same thing.
The EPA gonna make you prove SEER rating at install
After I retire.
Is it the EPA or the Department of Energy?
I don't know. That'd be a good question for NorCal. He's over there in California where he'd do all that shit first.
Yeah.
He was talking about some of the stuff they have to do tonight, actually.
Calling Steve Laugh.
They're telling me to buy a rigid pipe bender. Oh, your guy you interviewed with.
Yeah. Rigid pipe bender. Well, the best, as far as I'm concerned, the best tubing bender is the Hillmore.
Yeah, it seems pretty nice. Yeah, he did videos on his old cars a long time ago.
Yeah.
Talking about Steve Laugh.
Yeah, the Black Max. Now, CPS has got a nice bender, too, and they have a nice swedger.
I wonder if it's like the exact same thing. I mean,
could be. I don't know. Actually gives you angle. Looks identical to Hillmore. So if I've been in contact with CPS, and I think we're gonna work together. So so if we get to work together, then y'all be seeing a lot more of it.
I look forward to seeing them damn gauges.
I know, me too.
They're cool. If y'all haven't looked at them, go look at CPS's website.
The MD50.
That's right. They got the MD50, MD100. There's wireless ones, but I guess it's that same Bluetooth where you walk around.
The cool part is, I think the CPS's temperature probes are actually like the Cooper Atkins temperature probes.
Yeah, they're supposed to be really accurate. I asked Bergman about that. Which one's the best, Bergman? He's like, Cooper Atkins.
Atkins, and that's the ones that CPS are they have the plug-in just like on the iManifold.
Yeah. That's what I was asking him, because I said, well, I can get that Cooper Atkins 3-zone thermometer, the one that comes in a little red box. You open it up, and there's like 3 probes. So I can get that and use that for my charging stuff, and maybe the little manifold gauges or little C-connector, whatever you want to call it, fit inside of the box. But I don't think they will. I think it's not enough room, which was a letdown.
Yeah, I had the yellow jacket bender, but on my 7/8, one of the feet, the little plastic part, it kind of like it was really loose.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I get routed out. It's like a screw hole or something.
Yeah.
That's what happened to mine. It would stick on the stupid copper, and I just hit it off with a hammer or something like that. It's a pain in the ass.
Well, if I tell you what, if CPS does, talk to us, and Hillmore won't, well, guess who's going to be out the door?
Hillmore.
I'll never promote anything of theirs again.
Well, we'll see what happens with CPF. I mean, stuff looks cool. I never used any of that shit. I'll see.
Well, I like those hoses because I had the just the regular Black Max analog gauges, and remember I used those hoses on my Testos.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, you love them hoses. Yeah, I remember I saw them, and I think I saw them somewhere one time. I was like, man, Ralph's probably looking for these hoses.
Yeah.
CPS products, man, they got
a really nice, neat looking vacuum gauge too, because it plugs into the manifold itself and gives you the reading on the manifold.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, the thing about CPS is nobody knows about this thing.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So, what a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, I wish I could put them up on the screen here. I probably could, actually. I don't know. They can go look for them. That's lazy. Man, see what kind of nuggets of knowledge we have in the chat. Which kind of car do you want? All right, well, that's all right. 3 CPS vacuum gauges, and they all read different. That's a bummer. Spin swage just says the word spin. Oh, I like the spin swage. Okay, cool. A lot of people like that. Rob likes, I think.
Yeah, you're going to start liking it too.
Yeah, might soon. I haven't bought any yet. Gotta find something unless I want to buy couplings.
Yeah, you don't want to buy couplings. You buy enough couplings, you can buy that kit.
Yeah, that's right. And it's pretty cheap. I mean, it's less than $100 to get them. So.
Yeah. For both the flare and the.
Well, I don't know about the flare. I'm not worried about the flare.
Well, yeah, unless you're doing a mini split.
Yeah, I hardly ever do mini splits. I don't even remember the last one I did. It's been more than a year. I know that. Oh, hold on. RJ's found the information. RJ is good for finding information. Search Bova split system heat pump specification P5 Mitsubishi compressor. All right. Is that the Bosch? Must be the Bosch.
Must be the Bosch. Chinese knockoff. My Swiss is a bit cheaper. Just paint it yellow.
That's what John M tested, some of that iSwiss stuff.
So Kyle wants to know if we use the Zoom lock. Brent uses Zoom lock.
I think old Johnny Boy is going to have a Zoom lock to play with. He said he was getting one at lunch today or something.
Oh, yeah?
I think because he said he was having lunch with the Sporlin person. Where was that at? Maybe he texted me earlier. It's probably secret information. Shit.
So yeah, so Brent uses the Zoom lock on everything. They are expensive, but Brent said he wouldn't trade his for nothing. But now if you use it on R22, you have to have the special fittings.
Yeah. I remember when I first saw that list of refrigerants, I'm like, R22 is not on this list. They're like, because they're not testing it.
The
with
chlorine.
It's
the chlorine in the 22 that will eat the rubber seal. So you have to. They have like a neoprene gasket or something like that.
Yep.
So Sporlin and Parker actually has a deal going on. If you buy so many fittings, you actually get the tool for free. So if you want to know about that, you need to get in touch with your Sporlin rep.
I think Great House did that. Pretty sure.
Oh, you know what? So that McCall's reminded me of Menards. Did y'all see that where Home
What?
Depot and Menards were getting sued because they have 2x4s that aren't 2x4. They're 1.5 by 3.5.
Oh my
Did you see
gosh.
that?
I did see that. Hey, one time I hit Menards with a 2x4.
Can you believe people are actually suing them for that?
That's abroad. Absolutely. 1.5 by, was it 1 3/4 by 3.5? They're shafting us on wood.
Yeah, yeah. But for I don't know how many years. Hell, I asked my dad one time, Dad, how come this isn't a 2x4? He said, because it's 2x4 before it gets planed down.
That's what they say. You got to get those rough cut boards like in my parents' house that were actually 2 inches by 4 inches
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can see the fucking tree bark all the way down the
Yeah.
side of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. As in, like, what is the point of going after this particular subject?
They're suing them. They're saying that they're, it's not like they're it's weight. It's not like they're paying, for a weight of something.
Yeah, that seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Reading comments again.
Yeah, yeah. Get quiet. Somebody said Home Depot ought to just close their doors to homeowners altogether and said that'll teach you.
Oh no, who's gonna buy stuff?
Well, I wonder how come Lowe's isn't getting sued? Because Lowe's sells.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Because this chick went to Home Depot, I guess.
Well, it's Menards and Lowe's. I mean, Home Depot. How come Lowe's isn't getting sued? It's like you know what? It's like suing Goodman and York for having leaking evaporator coils. Well, you need to sue the rest of the industry as well.
Yeah,
because they all leak.
Yeah, all these 2x4s leak. Sap.
Yeah, exactly. Home Depot doesn't cut the lumber. I make poop in my diaper.
Mr. Meowcat. That's funny. I don't know. That's just stupid.
It is. It is.
I mean, and people notice for like the last 50 years that 2x4s are always a little bit smaller than 2x4.
Yeah, that when they started planing them down, that's when it became 1.5 by 3.5.
Suing Georgia Pacific.
There you go.
I'm taking a caliper out there to test plywood tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be so pissed. Let's see if this is 30 seconds after all.
Joe says sue Goodman because the 3-ton is only 34,600 BTUs.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how many people are watching this shit right now.
74.
Wow. 74 people.
Mm-hmm.
11:30 at night. Nobody working tomorrow? Come on.
If it starts raining again tomorrow, I won't be working either.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's right. It rained tonight here. So, zoning, huh?
Actually, like I said, if you guys hadn't listened to the podcast, tell them where they can find it, Zach.
Well, you can find it in a variety of locations. You can find the podcast on workingjoesroundtable.com. You can find it for Android, which is the best way to do it. If you have a phone, you go to Stitcher or Podcast Addict. And then you can search for Working Joe's Podcast. And like Ralph was saying, you can look for HVAC School. And, we'll give a little fair warning here. HVAC School is like a school. Ours is a lot of interviews from guys in the field, manufacturers, tool manufacturers. Then the Cowboys is more like a informal guys shooting the crap after work sort of thing.
It's like a bar room.
Yeah, like a bar room. So you get the whole spectrum right there. So it's really, if you download all three of them, you're getting something different out of each one.
Yeah,
and of course you can go to podcast on Apple or your iTunes or whatever podcast app
the
Find
little
it for Apple stuff.
purple radio tower.
Yeah. No, is that what it is? Yeah, because I remember seeing it on the iPad Pro.
Yeah. It's a radio tower. Well, that's how your boy Brian described it anyway.
My boy Brian. We're all best friends.
Yeah.
I do like Brian. He played my song the other day. That was
did.
good. That was cool. Yeah. Ode to 22, I guess is what he named it.
Ode to 22. That's what he named it.
Yeah, listen, I took a sense. Somebody hear this song of mine at the end. I heard that. I said, man, that's pretty cool, Brian.
Yep.
He's all right.
Yeah, he texted me and said, "Hey, Zach sent me a song, and I'll use it at the end of the podcast because I hadn't had a chance to listen to the whole thing yet." And then I listened, and I was like, "Oh hell!"
Yep, there it goes.
Did you hear your song, Zach?
I did hear my song, and I can't for the life of me. I think it's the Smashing Pumpkins. Is who I was ripping off there, but I can't remember. I don't know.
Oh well.
1979. I can't. Oh no, it wasn't 1979. Damn, I'm just gonna stop talking because I can't remember.
All you know is you wish you had your 608.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I wish I had my 608.
So you could get rid of the blue drum, the new 22.
Yeah, I can rip off some more people and make some songs about HVAC. For some reason, that's easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot of fun. I've written actually over the years. I've written several songs about air conditioning. Even when I was a kid, when I was working,
really,
like in summer times. Oh yeah. I've written some of them. I remember writing songs about having nightmares about takeoffs and duct tape and shit like that. It was some stupid stuff. But it's crazy. It was crazy. But it was kind of fun to get the guitar out and get to use it a little bit.
Well, yeah. I mean, your song about selling train.
Oh yeah. What if Train was sold by us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forget about that one. So now in the Brian, that one won't make it on there though.
Wow, yeah.
That is not brand friendly. But some of that stuff. I know how you're talking about earlier about bashing brands.
Right.
But part of me is like, some people, they got to get over some of this shit. If you say one thing about somebody that you dislike, they're all like, well, you can't say that. It's like, come on. Some things are just bad. You need to say it.
Right.
Yeah. Let's not be so sensitive about things.
Like I said, it's not like we're bashing the brand or the company in general. It's just a product. Some of the products need to.
What were we talking about? Honeywell, zoning stuff?
Yeah. With the crank type damper or bypass.
Well, no. What was it called?
The Tonka truck. No, the Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, and he was calling it something. And it was like, man,
the Tonka truck.
The Tonka truck. That's right.
Yeah.
The Tonka truck. Like when I was talking about the S-Mans, calling them a yellow stop sign. That's because they're the size of a stop sign. They're big. People are like, just make fun of the S-Mans. I mean, they're huge. All right, that's just the way it is.
You have to have a Tonka truck and put them in the bed of the Tonka truck and pull them around with a string.
That's right. I got to take my gauges to the thing. He's like, I'll get the back side, you get the front side.
Yeah.
So go over to the unit, man. It's just the way it is. The guy's got to be a little bit. Take it easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take it easy. Right. Honeywell makes a good thermostat. All right. Is that
Honeywell
better?
does make a good thermostat. So, Paul, here's what happened. They had a fire in China, and the common ingredient in all 410 and all the drop-ins or not drop-ins, replacement refrigerants for 22 is all 125. And the factory that makes a lot of that 125 caught on fire, had an explosion, it went boom. And so 125 is in short supply. And so that is why everything has gone up. But 22, I was just at United today, and they had 22 for $690, $675, I believe.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
People ask some weird questions in the chat.
There's a guy at the company I work for that uses a Tonka truck to pull his tool back. See?
The Red Rider.
Yeah.
That'd be it. That's fun. I defend myself with a BB gun.
Hey,
We can't make it in the U.S. It costs $1 more, man. We can't make that stuff in the U.S.
I don't know. It's got to do with regulations. That's probably why it's not made here.
Man, I hear my stupid dog barking again. Pissed me off the other night while we were recording. I'm about to take his ass back down.
How much is RS-44? The last that I bought, it was like $225, but that's been a while ago.
It's $470.
What?
I just made that up. No, it's not. I never bought it before.
Now, the last I bought was, I actually did like that though.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good compared to what the alternatives are.
Well, yeah.
A non-working air conditioner.
That's true. 22 at Michael's is $800.
Hey, dude, Travis keeps asking us what the best ECM motor tester is.
I don't know. I don't even know what brand it is.
Well, you know what? For the X13s, I mean, you could just kind of test it without a tester.
Yeah.
And if you wanted something for the variable speed units, I mean, you can use the ZebraStat tester, or the universal, or the variable speed Zebra, or just jump it out too, like they tell you to do.
Yeah. I've got a tester in my truck. I bought it a long time ago, and I never use it because most of the time it's just the motor's bad. You can tell.
Yeah. You can usually just tell. I mean, I use a ZebraStat like once or twice over the last couple of years.
Generally, the variable speeds I work on, the filters on the right-hand side, and I can reach in there. Got a filter media. I can pull the door off, pull the filter out, take 2 screws out, pull it out, unplug it, and look.
Yeah.
And normally tell.
Tick, 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 tick,
Mm-hmm.
tick, 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 tick. It's never taken off.
Yep.
This is broken.
It is broken. Time to get a new one.
Oh, he says the company that he's working for is requiring them to have an ECM motor tester.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they make some. I forget what the other one's called.
I have, like I said, I have one in the truck, but I never use it.
I know the TechMate is an Infocon leak detector, but I think there's something called like the TechMate or something that tests ECM motors. I don't remember. I never had it before. I remember seeing it.
I have to look tomorrow.
Use 407C. That doesn't make any sense. Communicating motors are a little bit more complicated to test.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right. I think, you know what, Nate, I think mine is a GE. I think I kept wanting to say GE, but
that's what I'm thinking about, the GE one.
Yeah.
I thought it was called TechMate or something mate, or I don't know.
I don't know. I bought it and it was like $100 or something like that. And you know where I bought it from?
Where?
Come on, guess. Come on.
Okay. Kmart.
No, come on.
Hold on. Wait. Ed's?
Nope.
Wait, hold on.
Goodman.
What's the wait? Hold on. I mean,
well, you was never going to guess Goodman.
I was going to get to Goodman.
Yeah.
I was going to get there.
Yeah, I bought it at Goodman.
Yep. See, the TechMate Pro. That's what RJ Parker said. TechMate. I knew it. Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. Nah.
You get your tubing cutters. I bought a tubing bender at Harbor Freight one time.
Did it work?
Yeah, hell yeah, it was fine.
What was it? Vinyl tubing you was bending?
No, smarty pants. It was a regular copper tubing. It was a 7/8 lever bender.
Really?
It was like whoosh,
huge. It's huge.
Oh, it was gigantic.
Worse than the Yellow Jacket Swedger.
Yeah, it was bigger than that. I had the Yellow Jacket Swedger. So they're like whoosh, starting the lawnmower with the yellow. Wow. Tech Inspect. I never heard one called it. Tech Mate is the one that I remember. What pills you taking? These are peanuts, man. They're pills. Good grief. These are ecstasy. I feel ecstatic now.
Zach loves those peanuts.
Man, I do.
He's always eating them.
Man, whoa. Well,
still reading the chat.
Yeah, still reading the chat. That's right. I got nothing else to say. It's 11:49. I got no more information for you people.
Yeah, I think we're about ready to close it up.
That's right.
So anyway, tomorrow morning, you did get everything edited. It's going to be up at 7 o'clock.
Yep, I got to upload it, and I'll do it after we're done here tonight. So
tomorrow is going to be Bob from Inficon. Tomorrow and Tuesday, part 1 and 2. And then come next Friday, we have a really, really good one coming up. So for all you guys that are confused about IAQ products, what kind of UV lights and that kind of crazy stuff to use, we got a great guy coming up.
This is going to be fantastic. I just got an email. Came through here. Not to take away from the announcement there, but John has a new video. Do you want to know what it's called?
What's that? The Zoom lock.
No.
No?
No. This is especially for you.
What?
It's called ICP Can Do It Too.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, this is going to be good. I'm sure this is the reverse of your Goodman one. I can't wait to see that. ICP can do it too. I see an old ass ICP in the picture.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It must have been fun.
Well,
he's gonna pull some hair out of the blower or something.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. But
is
yeah,
it true Goodman is the best?
Don't pay attention to him. He talks about chicken most of the time.
No, actually, Joe. What?
Joe's not invited. He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, Joe. No, actually, Scott is not really a UV sales guy. I mean, he really isn't. He's the one that goes and does training for that company.
Well, that's right. Hey, he'll break down some knowledge for you. So if you like knowledge and you want to add some knowledge to your existing knowledge, then you listen.
Yeah.
If you don't like knowledge and you don't want to learn, then don't listen or download the podcast.
But we want you to download the podcast.
We do. Look at BK.
Oh, man.
He donated, cool. Man. That's nice.
That's cool.
And let's see here. ICPs are actually pretty reliable. We're talking to a couple ICP dealers, so we would agree.
Yeah.
Don't get sunburned. I don't know what that's about.
Fixing to do an ICP inverter furnace next week.
An inverted furnace? Better turn it right side up or it ain't going to work. He'll listen either way.
Oh, Joe.
That's right, Joe.
Here, Joe. Here's a big old hug for you.
I don't know about that. I like make it a bird or something.
Yeah. No,
hey, Joe, we like you, Joe.
Yeah,
you're our favorite guy.
This guy actually, because all these people they want UV lights, and and you go in these places and you get confused. Well, which one does the best job? Blah, 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 blah. Well, Scott tells you which one it is, and he's not just promoting his neither. So I mean, he wasn't just trying to sell his stuff.
No, he's a smart guy. Obviously, he's going to want you to buy the stuff he sells. It makes sense. But, it was a lot of good information. We asked him some good questions, and he answered them all like a boss.
Yeah. So, I mean, this guy's got 16 different patents. He's not just a sales guy.
That's right. He's just a smart guy. Oh, you just listen. You know what? For all of you naysayers, not really naysayers out there, but all of you who are skeptical about listening to that stuff, listen to the end. He tells a great story about what they do with their company. I tell you what, if you don't like it by the end, your heart's made of cold ice. You're a heartless bastard. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. You are a heartless bastard if you don't like their company by the end. Write that down.
Hey Ed, I appreciate it. But yeah, so yeah, he's not really a sales guy. I mean, of course he wants you to buy his stuff, but he said they all, they all work, but it's just your different choices is what we were trying to figure out.
Yeah, he does say it.
So anyway, but that's it. So that one's coming up next week. And tomorrow's the Infocon guy.
That's right. Oh, Bob from Impicon.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some announcements about new Impicon tools. But you have to listen.
No, the Goodmans still aren't leakers.
I know you like Goodman, but aren't they all leakers?
Nope.
That's more of an older issue.
Yeah, that's an older issue. But all the ones that were copper, I don't care what brand it was, they all leaked. Goodman just got the shaft because they had the most of them out there.
That's right.
There was more Goodman coils than anybody. But Carrier had their share of leakers too.
That's true. They all earned it. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Goodman is killing it now. Goodman is the noisiest system out there. When does it turn into Goodman time?
I know. Let's not bash them. Hey, I'm not bashing them. I'm really not.
Hey, we can just turn the shit off. It'll end.
Seemed to look the most, but Carrier did have their fair share. Hell, you know who y'all haven't mentioned about having their fair share of leaks? Come on, y'all.
God, it's got to be trained. Oh, Ream. What the world? Where'd that come from?
Ream Ream really had some leakers.
Joe, that's a good question. Joe has good stuff, he says, but it's too late at night.
Yeah.
We could have used that on the podcast. Well, we got more people coming up that's going to do indoor air quality, though. We talked about Trey. We got more zoning people coming on here next couple weeks. A couple weeks from now. So I'm talking to a very special guest. We've actually mentioned that. I'm not going to say anything else about it. But it'll be a manufacturer of HVAC equipment. So we're trying that one too.
Oh yeah. And if Zach can't get that guy, then I'll go and I'll get another guy.
Well, they responded, so I mean they're asking what time frame and stuff like that. We want guests to appear, so I told them.
Yeah, we may have to change our recording time actually to get some of these guys.
Yep, maybe so. I always start out with the actual ideal time, and if someone goes like, "Well," I say, "Okay, what do you want to do?"
Yeah.
The zoning guy sounded like Fritz. I do not hear that at all.
No.
Trey, are you kidding me?
Hey, Joe, did you go look them up? Did you go look up Trey online? Just go look up Trey Miller, Vikings fan.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that, man.
Oh yeah. Go Google him right quick.
Yeah.
Actually,
go ahead and Google.
Hold
on. You're
going
to share the screen, aren't you?
I want to try to, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Killed 2 Remy's last week. How'd you do that?
Come on. Damn it.
I haven't had any problem with Nordyne micro channel coils. Not yet, anyway.
Have you used them?
Yeah, sure. A few of them. No leaks in them. Not at all.
I can't get my damn Google would have pull up for whatever reason.
I wish I could do a Troy impression. I'm gonna work on that.
Or Trey.
Yeah. What did I say? Troy? Trey. Yeah, Trey. I don't know why I said
Can
Troy.
you not share your screen, Zach?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
I can't pull Google up for whatever reason.
Well, you open another window, then find what you want, then go to share screen, and it'll say, all right, I'm just telling you, go to application window after that.
There you go. Hold on a second.
Then I'll be asleep.
Hold on.
I'll work on my Trey impression while you're doing this. Guys, I can't do it. That's not even good. He has a rasp to him. Trey, what do you think about EcoJ? I was afraid to tell him I like EcoJ.
All right.
I was afraid of my life.
Wrong one.
I saw a rude RTU with a microchannel evaporator and condenser coil. I almost jumped off the roof. That's funny.
Let's see. Okay.
The garage thing was a little weird. Joe says I kind of lost respect when he said you could use the excess air in the garage on the podcast.
That was you know what that was, Joe? He actually made a mistake because he called me the next day after he heard it and said that was a mistake.
Yeah.
So that definitely was a mistake. But he was so passionate about what he was doing that it just came out wrong. You know, we all make mistakes like that. So how the hell you share the screen? Let's see. Screen share. Okay. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Good God, I'm gonna throw up.
Huh?
Hey.
All right. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, there he is.
That's him. So
He feels the same way about zoning.
who does?
Trey.
Oh yeah.
Same in his picture. He feels like, hey, look, there I am again.
Stop sharing.
Everybody.
All right. So that was Trey.
There he is. So should we announce some? Well, the guests we have coming up, they already know Bob's coming up tomorrow. They know we're talking to James.
No, that's not the Packers. It's the Vikings.
Yeah, I know. I think he likes the Packers, is what he's saying.
Oh.
Well, I'll do then. If he misspoke, I forgive him. Holy cow, he looks crazy. Yeah, you need to forgive him because that guy looks like somebody who would kill a guy.
And he's down in Florida too.
Yeah, he's a Viking fan in Florida.
You know what, Joe? He told me that anybody that wanted to ask him about, the zoning and stuff like that, to call him, and he said he'd be happy to talk to anybody. And if you're close enough to him, that hell, he'll come up there and do training.
There you go, Joe. Joe can give Morny bargain for.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he did misspoke about, and actually it wasn't excess there. I don't think he was talking about doing a dump zone. And Zach was the one. Zach was the one that said kind of, wow.
That's pretty cool.
Tomorrow, after 2 years, after 2-year-old compressor was swapped out, you guys give advice on how to make sure everything is done correctly. Numbers to ask for, stuff like that. Just want to make sure it's right.
Wow. Well, what happened to the previous compressor is a good question.
Yeah.
Ground? Is it acidic? That's what I would ask about, because 2 years old, I mean, that's probably got some kind of big problem in the system. Hopefully that return helps that out.
Yeah, hopefully the return does. Just make sure he brays with nitrogen, but it's a 2-year-old system. Wow.
Well, that sounds like it didn't have enough return. It was just flooding or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure they don't drop another compressor on a bunch of acid.
Yeah.
That'd be a good problem.
Show him all the zone jobs I did with Jackson. Oh.
Well, here we go. All right. I'll go ahead with this.
All right, you do that.
Joe, I'm going to tell you what. That's great that you said that, because Tom Jackson is coming on the podcast in July. So we're going to talk about that Absolutely. So that should make a lot of people happy. When our buddy Brent's one who set that up, got that going. I talked to
Yeah.
Tom on the phone, and he was all gung ho, and he was unavailable this weekend anyway. So he's going to come in next weekend for his interview. So that's great. Hey, Joe, if you got any good questions or things we can talk about, go ahead and text me the questions or whatever.
As for full iManifold report.
iManifold report.
Yeah, but yeah, Tom's going to be on. So it's not like we're trying to be, just put one. Hey, look, I like EWC. I don't care. But I'll be open to the other guys.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't used EWC very much. I used EcoJ. I like EcoJ. They use a bypass, but so we'll see. Well, for the premise behind Jackson Systems not having a bypass, it'll be kind of interesting to see how they work that.
Yeah, because like I said, I just think if you're gonna bleed through your zones that aren't calling, it just seems like it would overheat and overcool different areas.
NorCal.
Well, it does if you put a couple of them together.
That's funny. We were talking about zoning. He was talking about his opinion of zoning as a whole was negative.
Well,
he preferred not to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have a lot of air conditioning there in 2-story houses that only have one system installed.
Let's see there. I like Jackson System because you can choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 zones. I have to call for system upstages. If I think of a question, I will text you. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah. Well, EWC does the same thing. Well, they have a 50% rule. So 50% of the zones have to call before it stages up. So we didn't get to talk about any of the zone panels, but we're going to have Trey back on and talk about the zone panels too.
Well, EWC does it. Does the Ultra Talk, the one where you assign weight to every zone? I don't remember which one it is.
Well, the Ultra Talk would be for the communicating systems.
But you can use it for regular systems too, I think.
No, not the Ultra Talk. The UZC4. Yeah, the Ultra Talk is for communicating systems.
Yeah, no, that's what I used it for. But I thought you could.
No, you can't use the Ultra Talk for. You have to use the UZC4 board or the BM Plus 3000.
Man, what am I thinking about? Can you use regular thermostats with the Ultra Talk? Maybe that's what I was. No, you can't. You have to use communicating.
One of them has to.
We're all like, well, I don't remember what that board looked like now.
One of them has to be communicating, I think.
No.
Yeah, one of them has to be communicating, and the other ones can just be regular thermostats.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Like Joe's over here saying, see, but they say have 3 small zones and 1 larger one, then the 50% doesn't work as well. That's what I'm kind of asking about, because then you could set weight to the smaller zone, so it takes all 3 of them, or if all 3 of them call, you still run in low stage.
Right.
That's kind of wondering about. I don't remember which one does that, but I know I've heard that before.
But now, I mean, it just depends. I mean, on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But now anything, like I said, if one of your zones is smaller than, let's say, 40%, then you're going to have to bleed, air through your other zones.
Yeah.
So if you have like a bedroom, and I don't know what the smallest that they say what the smallest duct or what the percentage is that they use, or what the smallest percentage you can use per zone.
Yeah. Interesting.
But now that's on a 2-stage system. But what do you do on a single stage?
Yeah, it's tough on a single stage.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a single stage, that's just like, well, yeah, I could see it on a 2-stage, but on a single, I just,
Well, he was saying bleed the biggest zone. It's kind of weird. If you have let's say you have a 4-zone single stage system with 4 10-inch, 400 CFM zones.
Right.
What happens if only one of those is calling? You're going to bleed everything going to bleed all the time? Those are kind of the weird kind of questions. What the world? A message disappeared.
Oh, he said install 2-stage. And then it disappeared. He deleted it.
You don't zone a single stage unit, period. Well, that's no fun, Joe.
Yeah,
that means
that's
we
no
can't
fun.
discuss it.
Well, that's not true because I fixed that one the other day by putting that SPD damper in, and it worked just fine.
Yeah. That video on Facebook was definitely a single stage system.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
Well, Joe likes to keep his evaporators a little warmer. He leaves CFM higher. So running single stage would be anti-Joe.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of systems that I fixed that were single stage. Let's say the house is a tri-level that I fixed by doing zoning, and but that's where that bypass thing comes in at.
Install a jack in the box. Finally, we have good listeners. They're listening.
Yeah. So anyway, it's we went a lot further than we were supposed to.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be only last an hour, but
we went a little bit over.
Yeah. 40 minutes over.
Oh, was it that much? Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, because it's 10 after 12.
Well, the summary is to download the podcast, right? Working Joes, Cowboys of HVAC, HVAC School, support all of them. There's good stuff. All of them are good stuff for different reasons. So
yeah, every one of them offer something different.
Zone stuff killed the show. Now the show is over, man. People are tired. Surprise Zach is awake. You and me both, BK. You and me both. Not for long. So, what do you say? What do you say there, Ralph? What do you say?
I say, hey man, it's about time to close shop. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. We went from, I don't know, we had like 75 viewers at one time. We're down to 46.
Oh, that's still pretty good for the middle of the night.
Yeah, and but it'll be up. So the whole point was trying to get, promote the podcast.
Right on. Well, I hope people check it out because, our numbers were down at the end of the week. So I hope they go back up again.
I know. So
I was sad.
I don't know if it was just a zoning conversation or what it was, but tomorrow will be Infocon.
Yep.
It's almost too bad. You know what? It's almost too bad you just can't make that one whole.
Yeah.
One whole thing.
Well, I could, but I
was it an hour long?
The first one was 50 minutes.
Oh hell!
So it would be pretty long because you add on. We do those lead-ins. It lasted probably 15 or 16 minutes.
Well, we can shorten those up though.
Yeah, but you're talking about it being more like 40 instead of 50.
Hey, Billy says need more YouTube guests.
Well, I think Billy's going to be a guest one day because we talked to him a long time. Or I might have talked to him before you were on there.
Yeah. Ted Cook says zoning only works properly when fully variable system. Well, that's true.
Sounds great to me.
YouTube live podcasts, please.
What is YouTube live podcast? Please what?
I think he's asking just to do podcast or do live YouTube live podcasts like we're doing now. But it's not
like
really
the actual theme, yeah.
Yeah, 2-stage zoning works really good too, Ted.
Yeah. This is late to be starting another thread.
Yeah. but no, 2-stage zoning does work.
Yeah.
So, but I've had pretty good luck zoning single stage equipment. All I know is a woman wanted to kiss me because I fixed her upstairs and downstairs on single zone.
Throwing our train into the recycling center, 2-year-old junk from Herpy Derpity. Oh, man. Wow. Ted's not going to like that.
The zones are closed or equal. Anyway. All right, y'all. We got to run. We're closing out shop. Later. Y'all can keep talking if you want to.
Bye.
That'll still be open, I guess. Will it be open?
Yeah, it'll be open for a little while longer. Hey, tell me when you're about to hit the button.
Why?
Because I want to know right before you hit the button.
On three. 1, 2,
Train
3.
sucks.